Annyeonghaseyo, everyone, and welcome back to the Korean Learning Zone. I'm Minji, your guide on this Korean language journey.
And I'm Jisoo, your fellow learner just like you guys. So excited to be back.
It's great to have you, Jisoo. Today, we've got something really, really foundational for all our beginner listeners, something I think you'll find super helpful.
Oh, I'm curious. What is it? Like, is it about grammar or vocabulary or...
Well, actually, it's about both. We're diving into essential Korean verbs you absolutely need to know. We'll be focusing on a few common ones today, like, hada, gada, mayogda. You get the idea.
Oh, verbs. That makes total sense, actually. I feel like sometimes I know a lot of nouns, but then I can't really do anything with them without verbs.
Exactly. That's why verbs are just so crucial. In Korean, they're the heart of the sentence, really. Knowing verbs allows you to express actions, states, and basically what's happening. Without them, you can't really form complete thoughts or communicate effectively.
Yeah, I feel like every time I try to say something, I get stuck right before the verb part. It's like, what do I do with this noun?
Right, they're the glue, the action drivers. Once you grasp even a few core verbs, it unlocks so much potential for communication. So, yeah, today is all about getting comfortable with some of those building blocks. So let's kick things off with arguably one of the most versatile and really indispensable verbs in Korean. Hada, H-A-D-A, which means to do.
Ah, okay. To do. That sounds pretty straightforward, I guess.
It does, but it's so much more than just to do. What's cool about hada is that it's often attached to nouns to transform them into verbs. It's like a super connector, if that makes sense.
Wait, so you mean if I know a noun, I can just stick hada after it and it becomes a verb? That sounds, actually really convenient.
Exactly. Think of it this way. Many, many Korean verbs are actually noun plus hada. It's a very productive way to create new verbs. For instance, the word for study is gongbu, which is a noun. But if you add hada to it, it becomes gongbuhada, which means to study. See?
Oh, wow. That's actually kind of blowing my mind a little. So the noun just becomes the action then. That's really neat.
Yep, it's a total game changer for beginners, for sure. Let me give you some simple everyday examples. How about this one? 전화하다. 전화 means phone call, so 전화하다 means to make a phone call.
전화하다, to make a phone call. Got it. That makes sense.
Or for example, 운동하다. 운동 means exercise, so 운동하다 means to exercise. You can say 저녁 운동하요, which is like I exercise.
Oh, so it's like you're doing the exercise. That's really clever. What about something else? Like what if I want to say to work?
Great question. The noun for work or job is il. So to say to work, you'd say ilhada. For example, 저녁 일하요 means I work.
일을 하다, I work. Wow. Okay, so this hada verb is truly seriously versatile. I can see why it's one of the first ones you teach. It just unlocks so many other potential verbs.
Absolutely. It's like a superpower for your vocabulary, really. You learn one noun, add hada, and suddenly you've got a verb. So just remember, hada is your go-to for turning many actions into reality in Korean. All right, so moving on from our super powerful hada, our next essential verb is gada, G-A-D-A, which simply means to go.
가다, to go. That one seems pretty straightforward, I guess, right? Like I just go somewhere?
Exactly. It's like one of the most fundamental movement verbs you'll learn. You use it when you're talking about moving from one place to another. For instance, if you want to say, I go to school, you'd use gada, or I go home, things like that.
I see. So if I wanted to say something like, I go to the park, how would I put that together? The word for park is gongwon, right?
That's right. Gongwon is park. So to say, I go to the park, you'd say, 저녁은 gongwon 가요. The E is a particle that indicates direction or location, kind of like to or at in English.
저는 공원에 가요. Got it. So it's like, I, to the park, go. That makes sense. It's pretty direct, actually.
Yeah, it's quite logical once you get the hang of the particles. So let's try another one. What if you wanted to say, I go to work. We just learned ilhada, but if you're focusing on the going aspect, not just the doing work aspect.
Oh, like actually physically going to work? So would it be something like 저는 회사에 가요? Because 회사 means company or office.
Spot on. Junian hosai gayo is perfect for I go to work or I go to the office. You totally got that. It's like a really common phrase too.
Nice. I feel like I'm picking this up a little, yeah. So 가다 is for like any kind of moving towards a place, basically.
Precisely. You can use it for anything from I go to Korea, Jeonyeon hanguje gayo, Jeonyeon hanguj gayo, to I go to the store, Jeonyeon gaji gayo, Jeonyeon gaji gayo. It's incredibly versatile for expressing movement away from your current location. Just remember that a particle to show where you're going. And that's it for today's episode of Korean Learning Zone.
Yeah, this was super helpful. Verbs really are the key to saying almost anything.
Exactly. Just a few core verbs, and suddenly you can express a whole world of ideas. So don't worry about memorizing everything at once. Just keep practicing a little each day.
Totally. And if you're listening, keep going. You got this.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next episode of Korean Learning Zone. Bye for now.